Wow, we're back. Um, am I on schedule? Am I technically on schedule? I'm not sure. Um, People have been asking, "Yo, what's up?" You know, I was actually supposed to give you guys a Valentine's. There's gonna be a Valentine's Day special, but things didn't work out. Um, I did kind of pussy out. Sorry about the lighting. This is purely audio podcast anyway. At this, for the most part. Um, I'll try to get into the light sometimes. I'm in my car, parked in front of my neighbor's house, who I'm pretty sure hate my guts because I take this parking spot that's directly in front of their house. But because of the way I'm situated, so it's kind of like an alley setup. It's like an alley, uh, like this actually is. So this would be like the alley leading into my house. So I can't park unless I park it inside my gate. But my parents usually take that spot. So literally, and then right around the bend, my front neighbors live. Like the first street you could turn on. Um, Jeez, I'm such a fucking whore. This fucking, it looks like an alley, but it's a one-way street. Um, it's like a fucking, it's an abomination of both. I don't know if they have those anywhere else. In any other cities in any other state. We're located in LA, baby. The big LA, CA, shout out, West Coast. Um, anyway, damn, did I just dox myself? Whatever, dude. It's a fucking shit podcast anyway. Whatever. So I parking right here, right around the bend, right in front of my neighbor's house would technically be like the closest I could park to my house. I mean, also in the front, before you enter, there's some parking spots too. But I like it here. It's more like because people go through that street a lot. This street, not as much. But yeah, no co-host. This is gonna be just me yapping. So I'm sorry. Um, I promise. I just want to put something out. I was up. It's currently what, like 1:40. Shit, I don't even have. I can't. There's no Jamie. There's no extra phone. Um, Usually I use my little brother's or my mom's, but they're both asleep. And I know my little brother's password, but I don't just grab his phone. Just fucking use it without asking him. Yeah, it's currently like 1 fucking 40 something. But it's about to be 2 in the morning. I have work tomorrow, but it's a fucking start at 3, so I should be good. Yeah, I woke up, didn't even realize how late it was. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll bump some music, drink, and clean my car because my car's a fucking mess. You guys will actually see in the thumbnail. I was being kind of, I don't know. I like the way this thumbnail came out. But yeah, I was gonna drink, just clean out my car while listening to music, either like to like moderate volume on my speaker. But I didn't want to wake people up, so I'll do it on my headphones. And then I was like, wait, I have the mask. The mask is in the car. I have the mask in the car now. I'm prepared to podcast. This is a mobile podcast. I'm prepared to podcast from anywhere in the world, wherever my vehicle may take me, wherever I may be. I have both masks in the car, even though the fucking co-host isn't here. That's the only person who wears it. It's just there. I don't know. I feel less like it. Let's see what grab from back here. Son of a bitch. Whatever. It's back there. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, my neighbors, I'm pretty sure they hate me. I try to be friendly. I did, we just got off on the wrong foot, but whatever. What can you do now? Funny, actually, this is where I was trying to lead with this. So I get back from work today. Dropped out my coworker. I forgot what time it was by the time I got back. I think it was like 5. Probably like 4 or something. Because I did like that fucking burnt out like dad thing. Where they just, like, they get home, but they just stay in the car and they just drink. And listen to, well, I don't know what most dads do, but I was listening to sad music. It was being sad boy, being very sad and lonely, just pondering life. Been pondering a lot lately. But yeah, so I'm just killing in my car, kicking it in my car, minding my own fucking business. You know, as most people should. And this car pulls, and I don't even know it's so my neighbor has multiple cars. They have like a few. They have like 5 that I'm aware of, and obviously it's like all like their kids and shit. Well, like I said, I don't talk to them, so I don't know what the fuck any of their relationship. Anyway, so this, what is it, like it's a CRV, fucking silver CRV. I see it turning in, right, and like at first, like it was just gonna like park where I'm at, cause you know, and then she like, guess she saw me that second. Then she pulls around, and mind you, here, let me. This is a sin, cracking open a beer, not taking a sip immediately. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. At first I thought I needed like water, but that's all the water I needed, baby. But yeah, so it pulls right next to me, like the audacity, and like now, mind you, her windows are like tinted, but they're not super. They're just see through enough where I could see her, and like I look too, cause I'm like, why is this person like just pulled next to me? We both look at each other, and she's just like annoyed, and I'm like, dude, it's fucking first come first serve. And so she busts a bitch right here, and then she just parks like right on the other side of the street, and she's just fucking ticked, dude. I'm like, ugh. And I'm mad too. I'm already kind of buzzing. I'm a fucking, I'm tired after work. Hadn't really eaten. Took some shots. I was sipping on a lemon drop. I was taking shots out of this. Check out this. This is my new flask. My new flask. Keep real holy water in here. I'll talk about this after. But anyway, yeah, so fucking ripping shots off of this and fucking drinking this lemon drop martini after work, as one does. And that was my chaser. And yeah, she just gets out the car fucking ticked with like bread in her hand, like I didn't like make eye contact with her, but I looked in her general direction. I was like, and I'll take a shot too, bitch. And I fucking just ripped this shot. I'm just like, I don't know. I thought that was funny. But yeah, dude, she was just, but she got out and she was alt shit. She was alternative shit. And I was like, whoa, hey there. You know? She was a sweet angel. Sweet angel. I was like, yo, we can listen to My Chemical Romance together. Yo, baby. You know, Tron Austin? Yo, what you know about Next in the Villains, baby? Hey. What else do I don't know. Is that what alternative? I'm kind of, would I be considered? I don't know what the fuck I'd be considered. Fucking loser. That's what I am. Haha. Psych. If I was a loser, would I own a podcast? Think about that. Yeah, that was I thought that was funny. Yeah, but yeah, I'm constantly beefing, and sometimes they'll park in a way, where it's like they take up both the spots that are available. Like they'll park right in the middle, so like nobody else could fit. You know, like so. I don't know if I'm just being a psycho and I'm interpreting this battle that we're not having, but I think we're having. It's a cold war, silent war, parking war. People make such a big fucking whoop for parking, dude. Sometimes I'll be nice and I'll park like pretty like a good walk away from my house, like by this like really big tree that's here. It's really nice. I'll show you guys, but because you could probably actually see it. But first of all, you can't flip the camera while it's recording. I don't know why. Fucking iPhone 10. I don't know if you guys, what other, I don't know if any iPhone after this could do that, but mine can't. And also, there's no front flash. So, yeah, I might invest in a Ring camera. Nah, fuck. We got the Ring camera. Where's the flashlight at? You guys, you've seen the flashlight if you're a real fan of this podcast and you watched the Prodigy. Shout out the Prodigy. And did we use the flashlight in God's Plan? I think we did. But whatever. Fuck, man, this is a whole bunch of nothing. Well, I hope whoever's listening to this, you're cleaning or something, fucking eating, or probably playing this on your Roku TV or whatever kind of TV you have, or PlayStation got YouTube on. Got this while dicking around on your phone, and just stimulating yourself as much as possible, just so you can't form an original thought. I hope this is what this podcast is doing. Hope I'm contributing to that, because that's a real issue with me. But yeah, actually, I did have some things I want to talk about. Let's see. So, got the parking thing. Oh, I masturbated before I started this podcast. Oh, speaking of, all right, well, I'll get to that after. It was Pogs. Pogs have been in the discussion lately a lot with some confidants, some close confidants. We've been discussing Pogs, fat ass white girls, for those who don't know. I like white girls more better. Yo, shout out, you know that reference. But yeah, I was because I didn't really know what to watch, but I was full of cum. I was like, I should probably come before I do my podcast, because, like I said, I was gonna clean. But then I was like, I should probably record, get some content out there. I'm gonna record another one in the morning before I go to work, actually. See if I could get that arranged with the prodigal son. But anyway, so yeah, I'm looking at Pogs, and there's a nice little, clearly it's a couple, but it's a semi-professional couple. Fuck, what was the name? Shit, I have a screenshot. I screenshotted it on my phone, but like I said, I can't check it, and then, well, I could, but I don't want to fucking record two separate, just for that. Anyway, fat ass white girl. Obviously with the black dude. That's just taking all our Pogs. Black dudes, leave Pogs for us, please. Also, they're the ones mainly pursuing them. So, guys, we gotta pursue the Pogs. Or else, what do you expect? They're gonna take the Pogs if we're not doing anything about it. But anyway, she had this very. I thought I was like whacking off, obviously, and then I had noticed, while her man was removing her, before he removed the booty shorts to penetrate. I noticed that it was Bimbo. It said the Bimbo. It was like underwear with the Bimbo white bread, like logo on that. I don't know. I was like, yeah, that's good stuff right there. That's like, it's like a subtle, what's it called, storytelling. Very what is it called, man? I used to watch hours of videos on like the hero's journey and stuff like that. Never read any fucking sort of book. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, that's great. Didn't come to that. It was a short video, and because they blue ball us, they like I think like a few seconds of penetration, our full video's up. Like, you fucking asshole. This is on X videos, dude. But fuck it, I guess they gotta get their money. And go to that one. Hit a few other Pogs that were pretty good. And then I come to this Costa Rican video. Nice little butt, cute little body, cute little face. It was pleasant. It was nice. It was very nice. That one, I'm glad it found me. I'm glad I came to that one. Yeah, it was a good nut. But yeah, dude, that's funny. I've also noticed. I remember when I was going to high school. Some of the area I was in, some of the black dudes would do this thing called sagging. I partook in middle school. I was a fool. I was young, you know. I was like, that looks kind of cool. So, but I would only do it if I was wearing my cool, and they were like, if I had like cool like plaided boxers. But I've noticed black dudes, they sag and they have like, they're like walking like they advertise like hot Cheetos, or like I don't know. This is what I saw. Some type of Kool-Aid. Like they'll just have like branded under, and I've seen these. I go to the stores. I'm like, oh, like black dudes come to the underwear section. They're like picking these up. You're gonna look sick when I sag today. And I don't know. I always thought that was a little. I got into a fight when I was going. The guy who, he had jumped in the fight. I remember like he would sag, and that's where I got the hot Cheeto one off the top of my head. I remember just like, what, like why? And it's funny too because they act so cool and tough, and it's like, dude, you're wearing hot Cheeto underwear, dude. Like, why? I don't know. I remember, I'm also confused because I remember, dude, I was in elementary school, uh, taking a crap. You know, I've never been shy about taking public craps even as a kid. I'm like, dude, I gotta go. I was very, I was gonna say loose butthole. I don't know. I can't hold it. I can't hold. If I need a crap, I crap. I go and crap like a normal human being. So I'm taking a crap, and I'm like in what third grade, fourth grade, and I'm wearing my Angry Bird underwears. All right, they're my Angry Bird underwears. It's cool. I like the Angry Birds. I actually love the Angry Birds. I would like draw like I would watch those. I would draw and watch like those videos of like Angry Birds, but they're like Marvel characters. Angry Birds. I loved Angry Birds Star Wars. That was my favorite one. I have Angry Birds Transformers actually installed on my phone. I was playing it for a bit, but my phone is too shitty. It's too corrupted with porn. It heats up way too quick to run such a fucking technologically advanced game. But yeah, I'm wearing my Angry Bird, and some fucking kids walk in, and they're like, "Dude, who's this fucking loser wearing Angry Bird underwear?" And I just remember it destroyed me. Absolutely ruined my day. I thought it was fly as hell, dude. My fucking mom bought me those because she knew I liked Angry Birds. I thought it was fly as hell with my Angry Bird underwear. And I got made fun of. Third grade. Now I'm in high school. Fucking black dudes are sagging, being cool. Like, you're fucking wearing hot Cheetos. Someone make fun of them. You know? Well, obviously, I'm not gonna do it, but please. Because I wasn't cool enough to do it. That's why. Oh, there's some other shit, but I can't. If I start, he had a funny last name. I'm gonna discuss with my POC friends. Oh no, I'm not gonna see any of them at work. Oh, no, I'll see. No, it's fucking. I'll discuss it on Monday. That I was gonna get immediate answers, but we'll discuss. Or I could text them. But it'd be better in person. It'd be fun to bring up in person. If they ever heard anybody with this last name is fucking insane. I can't believe this guy did not get like viciously. But middle school me would have tore this guy to shreds. But I was in high school. I was trying to change. You know, I was a motherfucker in middle school. I'm surprised I didn't get my ass fucking beaten. There was a few times I almost did too. I just cowarded my way out of them. I'm sorry. Like, I remember like my first week in middle school, like I immediately made an impression because like I looked like a smart kid and I was immediately on bullshit because that's just how I've always been. Like just making jokes, you know. Like, so what happened? So what's the next year? When did what year did Abraham Lincoln get assassinated? I'm like, dude, 69. Haha, got him. You know, classic. Make the class year up with laughter. Haha, you know, the hot girl kissed me. No, I'm just playing. The class did laugh. I was knowing about that part. But anyway, yeah. So like immediately everybody's like, "Who the fuck is this kid? You look like a nerd. You don't do the work." But this is how it's been my whole scholastic career. Everybody's like, "Oh, this guy, let me copy off him." I'm like, dude, I don't know fucking answers. Dude. I'm not paying attention. I'm fucking around. But anyway, so I remember I'm in this huddle with popular kids, and we're just talking shit. And one of the guys looks at me. I forgot his name. Something with the J. Probably like Joshua or something like that. Oh, speaking of my person of what's it called? My PLC friend. He just texted me, or he just replied to one of my texts. Yep. It's kind of, you know. Got you guys. Oh fuck. What was I gonna say? Where was I? Anyway, so he tells me to he says something It was a dick joke. That's all I remember. It was a dick joke, and he tells me to say it. And like a fucking the new kid, I want to like popular kids telling me to say something. I'm gonna say it. So I say it, and it's like the blackest dude's name. He tells me like he's like, oh, say let's just say Devon. He's like, oh, say Devon, has a small dick. So I just say it, blurt it out, or like, and I tell this pog. Devon was this pog who was a Latina, but she was like very like white, but she was thick. What? This was 6th grade. Anyway, so yeah. So I say this to her because he tells me to say it to her. Like, oh, not like your boyfriend's dick, Devon, ha. But yeah, and then anyway, and then she goes, I'm gonna tell him what you said, and I'm just like laughing. I'm like, what? Like we're making jokes. And then I'm just in the hallway thinking nothing of it, and he comes up to me, he grabs me by like the back of my hoodie, turns me around, and he tall motherfucker turns me around, and then he's like, what did you say about me? And then instantly I fucking squirm like a cow. I'm like, oh, no, nothing. Joshua told me to say it, and I just said it. And then he just looks at me. He's like, he spared me. He was like, this is a fucking idiot. So he just lets me go. And that's just one of the many times I almost got my ass being squirmed out of it. Which was funny because I wasn't running my mouth like that in high school, but I was more willing to fight in high school than I was in middle school. So in middle school, there was a bunch of times where I like was challenged to a fight. And I didn't fight. And it was because of like, how much shit I would talk. And then in high school, I kind of like dialed back on it, or at least I wasn't just firing at random people. I learned and like, all right, you only fuck around with your close friends. You don't say wild shit to randoms. But I was more willing to fight in high school. Which I don't know, whatever. And then I got into a fight one time and then I got jumped, so there's that. Anyway, where was I going? Yeah. Where did this all stem from? Whatever. That's done. There's a few other middle school stories that I could talk about. One time I was also, this is like the same year, because it was the second semester of 6th grade. I had gotten kicked out of my other school for false allegations. False. Fuck it. I guess we'll just. What time are we at? We're 22 minutes. That's good. There's still other shit I wanted to talk about actually. So I guess let's talk about these false rumors that were spread about me at my previous middle school before I got to this one. It was what was it? So I had started ditching. I was like, I just started ditching class because I was like, dude, why the fuck am I coming? Like, we could just skip class. And I guess like none of the 6th graders really ditched like that. Like, it never occurred to any of them to ditch. So I just like one time I brought one friend along, but then he eventually went back to class, so left me alone. I ditched again another class. So I had English and then math, and they were like right next to each other. So one day I ditched English, and then the next day I ditched math. I'm like, fuck it. And the next day I bring another friend who's more down, so he's stuck with me, but he was like down, but then we were both immediately like, I was like, bro, search up on your phone. Like, what happens if you ditch? Are we gonna get suspended? We were just fucking searching up a bunch. It was the funniest shit ever. So yeah, and we're not walking around the school or anything. Later, at that other middle school, I eventually got to my ditching skills increased. And when I got to high school, I was just leaving school altogether. But anyway, so we're in the restroom. We're fucking freaking out. We're like, oh shit, fucking the teacher is like suspecting, or I don't know if he's suspecting, but like a kid who's in that class, who's one of our friends, he comes into the restroom with the restroom pass. Which is crazy to like imagine fucking. Remember when like multiple people had to go to the restroom? You're like shitting your fucking ass out, and like you have to wait for some fucking guy to come back with and you didn't have to wait, obviously. Like, I hope if that ever happened to you, I hope you just went and didn't crap your pants. Cause yeah, bro, that was ridiculous. Yeah, I remember those days. But anyway, he comes into the restroom. He's like, "Yo, fucking, he's looking for you guys." I'm like, tell him to keep looking, bro. I'm like, you better not snitch, bro. Which I think he did. I don't want to put that smut on his name. He was cool. We fell out, though. Not like nothing bad. We just stopped talking after on my left, obviously. But yeah, he was also PLC. What's it called? So anyway, comes in, uses the restroom, gets out, and then now 8th graders start coming to the restroom, and they're shocked. They're like, "Yo, you guys are 6th graders. What the fuck are you guys doing?" And then we're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing in the 6th grade level? You fucking sex perverts." But anyway, oh, that actually reminds me that in that school I said something similar about somebody's boyfriend that also got my ass beat. I remember I was like actively like running away from him. That was pretty funny, but that's whatever. So anyway, yeah, 8th graders come in. They're like, "What the fuck are you guys?" And I was like, "Same thing you guys are doing, ditching class." And so we're all in there ditching. Then 2 big ass 6th graders walk in. And they're also just using the restroom. They have their respective passes. And then the 8th graders make them slap box. So they're slap boxing, big dogs. Anyway, fast forward, the day goes by, whatever. We got away with it. Fast forward, mom picks me up, and day I'm gonna go get my haircut. Getting my haircut. It was relatively close to the school too. The barbershop I was going to at the time. Getting my haircut, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm about to get a raspado after this, because usually after that haircut, you got a raspado, because there's a fucking, what the fuck is the, there's a name for those places. Basically like a michoacana, so you know what that is, like fucking, nice, there's an ice cream spot right in that little, like, plaza, little, yeah, parking lot. So I'm like, hell yeah, this is sick. And I just fucking ditched one of the, I ditched class. I'm feeling, oh, I'm on top of the world. Mom gets a phone call. She's like, yo, did you get into a fight at school? And I'm like, I'm playing stupid for obviously, because I'm not, because the only fight I knew of was the one that the slap fight that I saw in the restroom. So I'm like, no, I didn't fight at school. And then she's like, well, I just got a phone call that said you fought. And I'm like, no, I'm a fucking coward. So we immediately go to the school since it's right there. And it's like what, like just an hour after school ended. So we get there and the principal immediately, like, I just remember like not really processing what she just said because it was so ridiculous. So basically, this kid, and it was funny because I did punch this kid, but not that day. It was another day. I did punch him because he was in my seat, and I punched him in his spine. I was like, yo, get out of my seat. And he was like, no, ha 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 ha. And I was like, fine. And fucking punched him in the back. It was a dickhead thing to do, like, in hindsight. I, like, took his seat and everything. Like, dude, people were like, I'm, like, surprised nobody, like, called me out. Like, yo, what the fuck is your issue? Like, why are, you get me? Like, dude, it was fucked up. Because with the context of, like, because he wanted to sit next to his friend, who was also my friend. And he knew that guy longer than I knew that guy. But I wanted to sit next to him and fucking talk shit that period because I think it was a sub. And yeah, I just fucking well him in the back. And his friend, like, doesn't say anything. He, like, his friend was like, yeah, I want him to sit next to me too. I was like, yeah. Like, with hindsight now, like back then, I didn't think anything of it. But yeah, I'm surprised. Oh, man. Fuck, dude, all these stories are just flooding my head now. But anyway, to finish off, anyway, so that kid, he's accusing me that after school, I get 2 of my goons, me and 2 goons, we catch him in the PE area. My 2 goons, they grab him one by one or one by the other, pin him against the wall. And I'm like, yo, I heard you snitched about the time I punched you in the back. And I just started going to fucking town body shots, bro. And I'm like, I just remember, like, not really processing it. I'm like, yo, like, why? No, I didn't. That's wrong. That's false. And then, yeah, I remember I had to fucking come, like, on the weekends and, like, clean the school. Like, that was my punishment. I just had to clean. Like, you violently beat a kid, you have to clean. And then they kicked me out, like, not too long after. But yeah, fucking just, yeah. I'm like, yo, this is wild. And I remember when I was clean, I was pissed off. I was just like, why the fuck am I doing this bullshit? And then I get into it with like the school security. He's like telling me some shit. And then I was like, dude, I didn't even fucking do what they said I did. And he's like, you know how much balls it takes for a kid to come up and tell people, like, basically, fucking, yeah, like, oh, yeah, like, they jumped me. Like, he was like, you know how much courage that takes? I don't know why I stumbled there or whatever. And I was like, or just being like young and anxious, I was like, you know how much courage it takes for me to stand here in your fucking face and tell you I didn't do it? Just shut up. It was, oh my god, I was such a corn, but I still am, dude. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Anyway, but yeah, that was that. And another story that was funny in my head, that one of those big ass sixth graders who fucking slapboxed in the restroom, I remember I don't know, like completely unprovoked, I just started talking shit to him, like, yo. It's so corny. It's gonna be hard. I was going up to him. I was like, hey, yo, I think, I'll just, Alejandro, let's call him Alejandro. I remember it started with the A. I was like, Alejandro, you know, like, I was like, I hope you're ready for your one-way ticket to the hospital. Dude, I was a scrawny ass kid too, like, and I was telling you like this big beefy fucking Mexican, that shit. I remember he was confused. He was like, what? And he was nice, dude. This guy should have obliterated me like on the spot. But yeah, I was like, better be ready. Clock's ticking, you know, like you're gonna leave this school in a stretch. Oh my god. But yeah, and then the bell rings, and I'm like kind of considering going through, but then like his friend, which this was funny, fucking his friend was like a shorter Mexican dude, like shorter than me, and I'm not that tall. I pretty much reached my max height at fucking sixth grade. It was like what, five? I was 5'6". I'm fucking 5'7" now. But yeah, he was like shorter than me, probably let's say 5'5", 5'4". Comes up to me, he's like, "Yo, are you actually gonna fight Alejandro?" And I was like, "Yeah, duh." And then he was like, "All right." He's looking at me up and down. He's like, "Just don't let him grab you." I was like, "Obviously, that was the game plan from the start." And then, so he comes up to me and he's kind of walking with me, like, kind of like concerned, like, "Oh damn, this kid's a fucking psycho." And then Alejandro, I guess Alejandro's well connected. That's why I guess he was fucking in this like secret restroom slapbox club. Ugh. Seventh graders are just pouring out the cut. They're like, "Yo, you're the kid who wants to fight Alejandro?" I was like, "Yeah," and then funny, I should have been scared of fighting Alejandro just himself, but because I'm telling you, this was a big fucking kid. He was what, let's say 5'9", big kid, like thick, like he was like fat, but he wasn't like more like you get me. He's like one of those fat Mex, like power fats. And that should have been what scared me. Like I don't know what the fuck I was on. But then I'm like, no, the thought of being jumped, now that stuff is junk. That's where I crossed the line, because they're like, no, we're just gonna watch. I'm like, nah, you guys are gonna jump me. Nah, mama told me to look out for this situation. The whole time it was David versus fucking Goliath, and I was worried that Goliath was bringing some spectators. So yeah, I pussied out of that fight. And like provoked. Like I remember the guy wasn't even mad at me after. He was just, we continued school like normal. Like he didn't talk shit or anything. He was a nice dude. He was genuinely confused. Like, why does this guy want to fight me? But yeah, that was that school. And then the other middle school, that's where the lore gets fucking deep, dude. That's where shit goes down. Nudes were leaked. All like constantly, there was constant fights, like organized rumbles. Girls were sucking dick. It was getting posted on the gram. It was that school. The school I got sent to was wild, dude. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And that's like, yeah, that's where, yeah, a lot of stuff happened in that school. Too many. I actually got fucking arrested from that school. At that school, I mean, for very, obviously it wasn't for fighting, right, dude? It was very stupid. I don't want to blue ball you guys. Because I was gonna be like, I shouldn't talk about it, but whatever. Um, what grade was it? Was it sixth? No, I think it was seventh grade. I want to say. Yo, chat clip that. Never mind. I don't like to make that lame ass joke. Um, he just said 6'7". Haha. Nah, but yeah, I can't remember for the life of me. It was seventh grade or eighth grade. Trying to remember. Fuck, dude. Was it eighth grade? I think it was eighth grade. Yeah, it was eighth grade. It was eighth grade because I remember I was still on probation when I got into high school. Um, yeah, it was eighth grade. Um, and the week prior, that I got arrested, there was a shooting. I forget where. There was a shooting somewhere, and I just remember. I don't know if this was true, but I remember hearing that the way this shooter did it is he pulled the fire alarm, and obviously he's done the fire drill. He knows where they're gonna come out from. They start pouring out like thinking it's just it's a false alarm. Starts fucking, kill streaks immediately. Like it was hindsight. I mean, it's a horrible thing what he did, but it's probably the smartest way you go about it. You're trying to trying to get as many kills as you possibly can is probably the best way you'd go about it. But maybe he probably could have set some booby traps up. But I guess it would have been like, yo, so someone would have intervened like, yo, what's up? Why are you setting up booby traps, dude? What are you doing? What are you up to? But yeah, where was it? Okay, so that happened like a day after I made this joke. I'm doing PE. I remember this right now we're in the timeline where a week before I actually get arrested, where I make a similar joke. So we're in PE, and walking with the fucking PE teacher, fucking talking shit with the PE teacher and like some of my friends around there. We're getting to the field. I'm not even like dressed, but like I did pretty good in the mile run. We were doing the mile run, and then he was like, "So what are you gonna, like? You still gonna do the mile run?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll do a fucking mile run in my normal clothes, and I'll whip everybody's ass, time wise." Well, I guess whatever. So I'm like, all right. I was like, "Can I leave my backpack in your shopping cart?" Because this guy walked around with a shopping cart. And yeah, so he's like, "Yeah, of course you can leave your backpack in my shopping cart. I'll look after it while you do a mile and come pick it up after." So I'm taking off my backpack, and then before I put it in, I look at him and I go, "Be careful with my backpack. There's a bomb in here." And then, like, he kind of like nervous chuckles, and I'm like laughing my ass off. I think I just like reinvented comedy, with that joke. And then he's like, he like kind of he's like, all right, man, but just I'm gonna need you to take that back. I was like, take what back? My bomb? I'm like, he's like, Ben, I'm serious. Please take it back. And I'm like, what? And I'm like putting in the backpack. I'm completely confused. I'm just being a stupid fucking kid. And I'm like, dude, it's a joke. Like, why are you tripping? And then he's like, Ben, I'm gonna give you one last chance. Take it back. I was like, take what back, dude? I was like, I didn't. What did I say wrong? Gets on the radio. Could I get assistance over here in the PE field? I got a kid saying he's got a bomb in his backpack. I'm like, yo, are you serious? Fucking, like some shorter, like middle-aged Mexican lady and like taller Mexican dude. They rush over with their highlighted vest on, and they're just like, they escort me out. They just come with us, and they're like, yo, like, what's your issue? I'm like, what's your guys' issue? I'm just goofing here, just making a goof. Take me to the principal. The principal's losing his shit. The principal's losing his shit because he has to report. You get me? He has to call this in, especially like with the climate. Like this shooting had just happened, and I'm making jokes like this, and you know, I'm thinking I'm just being an edgelord. You guys just don't understand my dark humor. So yeah. So he's just yelling at me in his room. He's like, just say you don't have a bomb in your backpack. I was like, but it was a joke. He's like, don't. He's like, fucking get to like say the proper things that need to legally come out of my mouth. And then like after like a cool minute of me just trying to like, yo, you're tripping, I just finally say it. Voila. He's like fucking like, oh fucking thank God. And he leaves and fucking whatever. I can't remember if I was punished for that or not. But anyway, week prior, then I'm in social studies and slash art, social studies slash art. Because she wanted to learn social studies through art. She wanted to learn about the Trail of Tears through art, through like drawings, through stick figures. Like she was just telling a bunch of middle schoolers to draw, which is cool. I've always liked drawing. Drawing's always been cool. I've been meaning to get back into it actually. But anyway, so I'm in class, I'm fucking around with my friends. Then I go over to the landline, pick it up, and I dial. Guess what number I dial? 911. And then nah, I'm just stealing the Norm bit. Fucking shout out Norm McDonald, dude. R.I.P. Anyway, what was he? Oh yeah, so I dial 911, and I just whisper into the phone like, "There's a bomb in the school." Fucking hang up, right? And yeah, and I like again, dude. I just got in trouble for this, and I'm thinking nothing of it. We're like, class is about to end in like what 30 minutes, and then you know time comes, and they're not letting us out. The school's on lockdown, and like, the fucking like the announcer's going off. Like they're saying exactly why the school is on lockdown. And like I remember just being like so just out of my fucking mind. I was like so just like operating on fucking pure like just retardness and like hormones and stuff. The teacher sounded like the fucking Charlie Brown adults. Like that's probably better. I need to watch the Peanut movie. That's a good movie. Shout out the Peanut movie by Blue Sky Studios. That's a gem. That's a classic. But anyway, yeah, I'm just out of my mind. I'm fucking talking with my friends, laughing and shit. And everybody's like, yo, like, why the fuck are they not letting us into lunch? And then I'm like, yeah, why are they not letting, like, what's up? And then we just hear knocking at the door. Like, I forgot how long after. Probably like an hour in. I'm just hear boom, boom, boom. And I was like, always like the energetic kid. Like, I would answer the phone for, like, if we were getting a call in the middle of class. I would fucking... So anyway, I go to the door. I open it. And it's just the principal standing there with like a fucking gang of cops behind him. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And the fucking principal grabs me, pulls me out. And no, was it? It was a principal. Whatever. I'm removed from the class. They were like, perfect, just the guy we wanted to see. Fucking, they take me out. Cops fucking slam me up against the wall. They're like, what's your name? I'm like, Benjamin Ramirez. Fucking tightening the cuffs as tight as possible. And they start reading me my Miranda rights. You know, you have the fucking right to remain silent. And I'm like, nah, dude. Oh, no, what? Obviously, I'm like fucking, like, yo, what the fuck? I'm petrified. Yeah. So yeah, they take me in, and yeah, they like book me and everything. They get my fingerprint. I don't know. I think I'm in the system, dude. If I commit a crime, that can be brought against me. That can and will be used against me. So this fucking podcast. No, actually, because they don't know who I am, bro. No face, no case. Ha. But yeah, and then they drive me. They're like, yeah, they're just like, dude, what's the cops are like, they're doing their job, but then they're like talking to me like for real. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you trying to blow up schools, man? What are you doing? And then "Hey, you're not even fucking Middle Eastern. What are you up to? Uh, that stuff is junk. Um, but anyway, um, oh yeah, and then so anyway, they fucking call my mom. Fucking, I talked to my lawyer. I didn't even know if fucking had a lawyer. Um, well, she said she was. I'm pretty sure she was like the free, the freebie, the pro bono, right? That's what they're called, like the fucking lawyers who just free, right? The lawyer would be provided if you can afford one. I'm like pro boner because she was a hot chick. um, so anyway, yeah, they fucking take me home. They fucking escort me in handcuffs. Mind you, I'm living in the projects and the jets, and I'm being escorted. I'm gaining aura. They were just being escorted by the cop. They're like, oh, he's one of us. Yo, white boy crazy. Aha. Um. um. Anyway, yeah, they take me, and yeah, I'm getting yelled at. I'm like, I fucked up. Then I go to court at a high school. I don't even go to like legit court. And like, I'm being like, I'm being judged by a jury of not my peers. These are like fucking 12th graders, dude. This one dude, I will never forget this. He fucking, bro, this guy. He was one of the jurors. They were just hearing my case out, and I remember I was so out of it. I didn't realize that I dialed now, like, I was denying. I hadn't even do, like, this stuff is junk. I don't know if I was playing dumb, but all I know is I admit to it now. I did. Your Honor, I did indeed call 911, and I said there was a bomb at the school. But anyway, yeah, I remember I pleaded guilty because I was like, whatever, let's just get this over with. But then I proceeded to make a case that was like, I'm not guilty. Yeah, it was so I was fucking yeah, like I said, I'm still an idiot. I'm still very silly. So anyway, and then dude, my mom is crying, my dad's there. It's like one of the few times my dad was involved in anything scholastic related, and the only reason it was scholastic, part of my scholastic career, was because I made the joke at school. He was just there like, what the fuck, like, this is the best that's in my sack, like this fucking thing this guy did. And my mom, she's fucking, oh, my mom is just crying. I think she brought pictures of like my drawing, my Dragon Ball. I'll probably include some images of the Dragon Ball Z drawing. She's like, he's a good kid, like he's, like he loves drawing, drawing Dragon Ball Z, I'm just right there like, dude's fucking, like, oh, dude, not in front of fine shit, like 12th grade fine shit, bro. Like, I promise I'm so cool. Like, don't listen to my mom. I was never really like, I never got like good at drawing. Like my best drawings always came from me basically just not tracing, but I would just like see someone else's drawing, draw it, but then just adapt like one of my like a character I would create in my head because I'm so goddamn creative, and just adapt like, yeah, I would just use basically for like a reference pose, but I would just take the whole. I'd take the clothes you're wearing for the most part, and stuff like that. So I was never really like if you put a paper and a pencil in front of me and told me to draw something, it'd probably come out like shit. Like, I can't, especially now. I've been drawing forever. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, this one guy, he goes like, because they got paperwork on me, dog. They got like my grades and shit, and like, like it says right there, easily distracted by other stuff like that, highly disruptive, constantly tardy. And anyway, so this fucking asshole, this dickhead, he looks at my grades and he looks up and he's like, yo, if you like drawing so much, like your mom said, I don't know, he's not black. He's actually very white. So it was like, what's it called? How do you say it? But he was just like, oh, if you like drawing so much, he's like, why do you have an F in class, loser? Like in art class, and bro, he made him and his fucking their whole jury erupted in laughter, and I even looked over at the judge. Judge was like, got your ass. The judge was black. The judge was black. So I got your ass. And I was just like, fuck. I was like, stop making fun of me. Anyway, I forgot how long I got probation, but I got probation. My probation officer, I forgot her name, but she was a sweet angel, dude. Sweet angel. She was a fucking gorgeous black queen, dude. I love her. I got good grades just for her, and then immediately, as soon as probation was over, fucking went straight to the shitter. But yeah. Story time. That's all podcasting is, man. It's just story time, YouTubers. I'm just a story. That's all I am. And it's fucking, wow. Just wave of depression. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but yeah, that was that's just a little bit of my scholastic career. A little bit. There's a fuck ton of stories. I'll slowly leak them for however long I end up doing this. But yeah, that was the time I got probation. I was a coward, ducking fights. Yo, hopefully this goes fucking viral and like get a fucking loyal fan base, and you guys like have a picture, like my best picture, like probably my worst picture, and like poorly Photoshop it over like a scrawny little fucking like, oh damn, and like just how, and then just like basically clip that part of the podcast where I talk about like how I would avoid fights or like just fights in general. Like fucking Ben talks about his how he was a coward in middle school, his cowardly middle school days, shit like that. That'd be funny. Shout out, what I'm referencing. Yeah, I fucking probably look like a psycho. My neighbors, you know. But yeah, this is not the only. I'm probably gonna do another double whammy. So it's gonna be this solo one. There's works of a female guest, coming on. There's two potential ones. One was for the Valentine's one that I didn't do, because even when I pay women to fuck me, I'm still very nervous around them. Oh, you look very beautiful tonight. True story. Oh, because I remember I was gonna do it on fucking Valentine's night, and it was like, it wasn't like, it was like fucking 9 or like 10. And I couldn't like, I was riding around and I'm like, dude, will they get mad at me if I pay them? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to fuck you. Can you do my podcast? And yeah, I just remember being nervous. I was like, oh, she doesn't look like she has a good personality. It would have been a great episode. I'm still thinking about interviewing a lady of the night, a fallen angel. Yeah, the cogs are spinning. I was thinking about doing that episode tonight. Given the time. Yeah, the stars were aligned for me to do that, but I was still like too nervous. And my car is a fucking mess. I have standards. I don't want these sweet fallen angels to get in a dirty car. My car needs to be pristine when I pick up ladies of the night. But yeah, that would have been great. But then things happened that night anyway that required like me to be there at my house. It was like the whole thing. Fucking the actual like medical emergency. Not for me, but it's for a family member. It's for my mother. It's for my mother. I didn't even give her a note for Valentine's. What a piece of shit son I am. But I was with her the whole night. in the emergency room. Yeah. Yeah, so, but then there's another female, the creature of the deep. I don't, have we brought her up? We brought her up a few times. My brother calls her by her real name, but I try to call her Loch Ness Monster because she doesn't want, she was I vaguely talked to her about it because me and her have pretty good chemistry too. I vaguely talked to her about having her on. I was like, do you have a mask to cover your face? And then she immediately started like a stuck up fucking actor. I need my voice distorted. I need my face hidden. I need it needs to be scripted. If I fuck up, we need to reshoot it. And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, we do this one go, unscripted. If you fuck up, like bad, like if it's bad, I'm either gonna try to edit it out because I'm too lazy, and my phone takes too fucking long to edit. Like I'll try to crop out like 15 seconds of a fucking video on InShot, and it takes fucking forever to like. If you use InShot or any, and my phone's a piece of fucking. I appreciate my phone. Please don't break on me. I just repaired the screen and I immediately cracked it like 2 days after. There goes $70. But that's why I've been working that double time, baby. That double time, overtime, holdovers. What was I gonna say? But yeah, there's talks of having her on. She's pretty funny. I know, she and funny. Same sentence. That's crazy. Crazy thought. I'm just like, dude, my ex used to spaz at like any like little joke like that about women. I remember one time, we were driving. We had just came from In-N-Out Burger, and there was a curve that was like super like sticking out. It was like oddly sticking out. And I was like, they put that there so women can see it and they won't hit the curb, and immediately started going on about, like, I'm a feminist. And I'm like, yo, I was JK, bro. And she was like, you don't like it when I make jokes about guys? I'm like, well, first of all, yes, I don't mind it. I was like, but sometimes you just say nasty things. Like, you're not being funny. You're just being hateful, bro. But for the most part, I'll laugh, too. She makes jokes about, like, yeah, we're just so shallow like that. Because we are, guys are pretty shallow for the most part. For the most, obviously not all guys. Obviously, come on. I know if you're watching this podcast, you're a good guy if you're watching this podcast. I hope everything's working out for you. If you're feeling bummed out, you can vent in the comment sections. Well, we're gonna eat you alive. We're gonna call you gay. But yeah, where did I go? Why did I bring up my? I miss her, guys. Where are they going? Okay, yeah. Anyway, been talks with her having, but tomorrow, if I don't wake up too late and I have time, I'll rip a cool hour with the prodigal son, John, and we'll get a day cast. We'll finally get like a cast in the daytime. Cause he's supposed to be day shift, but he's been picking up the night shifts. He's been picking them up, and then me and my co-host at the moment we're not talking. We're having a podcast beef. We're having a falling out. This might just be called Ben's Super Sick Podcast. No, I'm just kidding. It's just I don't know. Yeah, I haven't talked to him. I might call him right now after. You might be up. It's his day off. His first day off? No, his second day off. Fuck. Yeah, because he's off there. Oh, shit. Should have called him yesterday. Whatever. He doesn't, he rarely calls first, too, anyway. Oh, please tell me it's still recording. Okay. It was asking me to go on low power mode, that's why. But wow, I yapped for a fucking hour. There you guys go. Yeah, I won't keep you guys here any longer. I think that's pretty much everything I want to talk about anyway. Probably like one thing I missed, because yeah, I was just, cogs were flowing when I was inside. I was getting everything set up to come out here, putting the sweat. It's fucking freezing, dude. Freezing tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there was anything that I'm missing. But yeah, so stay tuned. This is probably going to be uploaded by the morning, because I'll upload it in the morning. Well, I'll have it uploading overnight. while I sleep. Alright, I don't know what time is it. It's probably like fucking. What time was it when I started? Well, it's probably 2 in the morning. Cause yeah, I just got home fucking exhausted. Cause the night before, was it the? Yeah, the night before I slept in a motel, near my job, cause I didn't feel like driving all the way to my house, sleeping, and then still having to wake up early, cause I worked a double. So I entered at fucking 7, didn't get out until fucking 11. Shout out 7-Elevens. Um, but yeah, uh, yeah, didn't get out until 11. So did that double, and then I still had to go in the morning. Cause I was like, fuck it, I don't care, dude. Fucking, it's in my veins to work this hard, bro. So the grind set, that's where I'm on. But yeah, I just got a relatively cheap hotel because the area I work in pretty fucking expensive. Like hotels around there fucking insane. So I just got a motel. It was a very scandalous motel. There was very scandalous activities going on when I got there. I was like, yo, this fucking parking lot is packed. Yeah, I got a room. It was like 120. Yeah, and before that, I had left with my coworker. We hit Ralph's. Bought 2 frozen microwavable pizzas. They were very delicious. It was 3 meats. It was Kroger brand, very good. And I bought myself a creamsicle poppy. Yes, a creamsicle poppy. And a bottle of vodka because I was out of vodka. Also bought like this like healthy like fucking. I should have just put it back because I was like, dude, I'm eating the pizza only. I'm not eating that fucking. It was like grilled. It was like grilled chicken with like mashed potatoes. And yeah, I should have. Now it's just gonna rot in the freezer at my job until somebody eats it. Cause some fucking person ate my fucking Tina's burrito. I was not that mad about it. Tina's burritos are so cheap, and I was just a little ticked because I was gonna eat it one day. I opened the fridge. I'm like, yo, it's not here. Somebody ate my Tina's. But like I said, wasn't that big of a deal. Would have been like a bigger deal if it was like a turkey leg. Shout out to I know you listen, so if you got this far, you get the reference. But yeah, yeah, slept in a motel. It was pretty cool. Yeah, 8 peaks of still drank a little. I think I just killed like one more cut water because I was already drinking, like in the parking lot at my job. Like after I clocked out, fucking just throwing back vodka. Like a fucking psycho. And then yeah, fucking drove to Rouse, all that. Yeah, still drink a cold water. And yeah, I got to the motel, got undressed. Oh, I had to buy underwear too because I'm like, dude, fucking, like, yeah, I was just like, fuck, my underwear gonna be. I had an extra uni in the car, but I was like, yeah, I just need new underwear, man. I even had to buy like the shampoo, and they didn't have no travel one, so I was forced to buy a whole new tub of shampoo. But it's okay because we need shampoo at the house anyway. We're running low. But yeah, and then yeah, I just fucking finished getting yeah, just finished my my lemon drop martini, my lemon drop cut water. And yeah, turned on the TV, watched some Rick and Morty, you know, set up everything, had my phone charging, had all my clothes like on the cuck chair. That is in every motel. There is always a cuck chair. This was a very sexual motel. They had like a big ass like mirror in the. I should have took a picture of this thing. Big ass mirror. I'll probably stay there again just for the bit. Big ass mirror. Like it's a sexual mirror. It's a sexual mirror. Why do you have a mirror in the back of the fucking bed? It's that way when the fucking chick is riding you. Yeah. Oh, I've seen some homemade videos and it is hot. It is hot when you see a reflection. Or it's for the fucking Patrick Batemans actually. So you take a girl at the edge of the bed, you're fucking her, and you're just fucking flexing. You're like, yeah, I've been taking creatine, it's been paying off. Yeah, yeah, that was an experience. I mean, it's not my first. I'm actually very nostalgic of motels and hotels, but that's another traumatic story for another day. If I ever do remember to bring that up, but Yeah, it wasn't bad. And ate the pizzas. They had Rick and Morty on was playing on Adult Swim. Haven't watched that in forever. But my co-host likes it. If you guys remember from watching Slut Dragons, he likes watching Rick and Morty. And it is cool. It is cool. I was giving him shit, but I'm just joshing. I'm joshing. Yeah, it was a fun watch. Yeah, I was insane with my pizza. As soon as the episode finished, responsibly turned it off. I could have kept binging. There was another episode playing. About to play. Could have binge watched, but got work in the morning. Grown man shit. Turn it off. Set my alarm. Only one. I'm just gonna set up like fucking 3. Cause I had to wake up in like fucking what? What time was it when I fell asleep? 1, 2, 3. I had to wake up in like fucking 3, 4 hours. No. Like 4.5. Cause I had leave because it was super close to my job, so I had leeway to like wake up a little later than usual. And like just fucking shower and like just kind of take my time getting ready. And I got there, yeah, like 10 minutes early. Yeah, so it all worked out. I remember you, my supervisor, telling me that she was because we had to train a new person today. She was telling me like, oh damn, like, because usually my truck is always there. I live in that fucking parking garage. She saw it. I just fucking saved. I was about to name drop where I worked. But yeah, she was telling me, she's like, damn, like I had to train a new person, and we didn't know if she was gonna be like a fucking dickhead or not. Man, she was a sweet lady. But she said that when she saw me pull in, she was like, oh fuck, at least he's here. But yeah, that was that's been Ben's Super Sick Podcast. Yo, let's just hope Ed can make an appearance soon. He is in the fucking name after all. Please. Hopefully we could get an in-person. I think dude, my next paycheck's gonna be nice. And if I save enough of this one, if I'm not financially responsible, I can probably take a trip over there to where he's at, and we could get a fucking, not a live, because I can't go live yet. But like live, like as in like in person. Like he's not, finally I could get him to wear the mask. Because we did one where he had the mask on, but it was on the computer, and the episode didn't even record. I don't know if I didn't press record. I swear I pressed record. I pressed stop recording, and it just wasn't. It was a screenshot of what I was wearing, and that's it. And I remember I was excited. That episode, that was a good episode. That was a good ep. That one's lost to fucking, yeah. Yo, if you have my laptop, delete that shit or give it back to me. You don't need to be seeing that. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I'm just staying. Yeah, someone's probably just lit because there's a bunch of audio podcasts I recorded on like this video or this voice recorder, and then I didn't know how to transfer the voice into like a PNG to make it, because like YouTube didn't let me just upload the audio. Like it had to be like a video file. Video file. I like to fuck videos. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you guys go. I'll take a shot for a go. I'll take a shot for a go. Let's see. Car passing by. Praise the Lord. Peace.